Brett, we spoke to Chael Sonnen here on Bet on Monday, and he considered Julianna Pena a live dog at plus 600 against the Lioness, Amanda Nunes. Do you agree with that statement?
I mean, listen, guys, Chael Sonnen has been known to say a few curious, crazy things over the course of his fighting career and then also his analytical career. He's also happens to be a close friend, personal friend of Julianna Pena. Look, I think Pena is a good bantamweight. I respect her skills. I think she's going to win fights in the UFC. I don't think she's going to win this fight against Amanda Nunes. I don't think many people do. Is she a live dog? I mean, if she were to pull this off, we'd be talking about the second biggest upset in female UFC history. The biggest, of course, being when Holly Holm knocked out Ronda Rousey. I look at Amanda Nunes being a different champion than Ronda Rousey at that time. Amanda Nunes is completely still bought in. She's completely motivated. I just don't see a path to victory for Julianna Pena, but hey, that is why they fight, right? And Pena is certainly going in believing that she can get it done.
Yeah, we have seen the line move in Nunes' favor, now a minus 900 favorite over Julianna Pena. But Chael thinks there's a live dog. Our buddy Brett Okamoto saying, not so much. Staying with this Nunes fight here, Nunes has been a massive favorite in pretty much every fight, at least minus 380 on the money line, going back to 2019. You look at her last 4 fights on the screen there, just been a massive favorite, and she has taken care of the competition. You know, the world appreciates a champion, Brett. Does the UFC, though, consider it an issue that there hasn't been someone who's been closer competition pre-fight, considering she's won 12 bouts in a row in 2 different weight classes?
Yeah, I mean, what are they going to do, right? I mean, it's not like they haven't been signing women. It's not like they haven't been giving women opportunities. Amanda Nunes just, that gap exists, man, and she's not letting anybody close it. So until somebody closes it, what do you want the promotion to do? There's really not this great fighter out that they haven't signed, that they haven't brought in, and they're trying to develop new talent. It's just, this is how good Amanda Nunes is. And sometimes we see champions like this. I mean, the UFC is not, it's not like they haven't seen this before. You know, George St. Pierre, John Jones, Anderson Silva. It turns into one of those things where it's not like, is Amanda Nunes going to win? It's how is she going to win? That is sort of the appeal with her right now. And until someone closes that gap, man, that we're going to be left with that. As we are left in the 125-pound division with Valentina Shevchenko. There are just 2 very dominant women in the sport. That's just how it is right now.
All right, Brett, let's move to the fellas on the main event card. That would be Dustin Poirier sitting as a minus 160 favorite over Charles Oliveira. Do you agree that Poirier is the right favorite?
I do, guys. I do. I think, you know, Dustin Poirier would have gotten this championship fight had he not wanted to fight Conor McGregor earlier this year. The UFC gave him the option. They're like, do you want to take a big money fight against Conor, make a whole lot of money, or do you want to go chase that title? He did what I think a lot of us would do, guys. He took the money fight against Conor, but now here he is fighting for a championship, and he was sort of looked at as the guy. Once Khabib stepped away, Dustin Poirier was looked at as the best lightweight in the world. So that doesn't change going into this fight, but Charles Oliveira, I mean, he's won 9 in a row, and he's finishing a whole lot of these. So it's a very, very competitive fight. I think the line should maybe be a tad closer, but in terms of who should the favorite be, yeah, it's Dustin Poirier.
I'm curious, Brett, about the script you're developing for this fight between Oliveira and Poirier. It's minus 400 to not go the distance. How would you play this?
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. You know, Charles Oliveira, like I said, he's got the most finishes in the UFC, and Dustin Poirier is right behind him. So both these guys, they don't take a long time to finish fights. 5 rounds. I do see one of these guys getting a finish. I think if you want to bet this fight, you gotta try and pick a method, right? And so for Dustin, I think you would probably take TKO, knockout. He's got the finishing ability. He's real good, especially later in the fight, 4th and 5th round. So I think he could get a chance to get Charles out of there with a knockout. And then for Charles, man, submissions. I mean, he can jump on your neck. He doesn't even need a takedown, guys. He can jump on your neck and submit you even when you're standing up. Usually you got to be on the ground to get a submission. Charles Oliveira is that good. So if you want to bet this fight, I would look at trying to pick exactly how it's going to happen, because I do think we are going to get a finish.
All right, great stuff from our guy Brett Okamoto, getting ready for this weekend's UFC 269. Brett, look forward to your coverage throughout the rest of the weekend. Enjoy the card, and we appreciate you joining us here on Bet.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.